Hi everyone, today we're listening to a song called Dark Side by Blind Channel from Finland. And this will be the lyric video that we're watching today because I just enjoy listening to studio cuts way more than the live performances, so I hope you're all okay with that. I'm really excited to see what Finland has to offer this year, so let's start listening to it. Super digital, and then you have the contrast with this heavy, hard-hitting guitars and intense drumming. Chanting. Great contrast, good vocal. This is, like Linkin Park inspired Mike Shinoda style vocal style. Oh, I'm loving these synth hits. They're so piercingly in the light. Alright. The heavy guitar drumming is pretty intense. Catchy chorus. Really strong melody as well. These chantings are just quite iconic, aren't they? I think this is gonna be like a pretty memorable part of the whole selection. Loving the flow in these verses. The verses are incredible. You got like the lower bass line, the walk there is really energetic and pulsating, and these synth hits are so distinct in the background. It's very atmospheric in that sense. I'm loving that. Great how they break up the percussion as well. It's really creatively put together. They enjoy just playing it. It's very clear. Okay, we'll hold out the note. Let's show up the static kind of glitch effects on both synths and guitars. Digital toned down drumming to really centralize the vocal here. Building the energy. Syncopes. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. The chanting. All the instruments going all in here at the end. And the syncopes to end. And we've got like a little growl. That was Finland. Wow. I'm not sure where to begin. I've longed to have something like this in Eurovision because it's so not to the ordinary, and it's not just the concept of actually having like a heavy rock song in the selection. That's not the point of this, because anyone, but you could send a regular rock band with a rock song to the contest and it would offer up variation. The difference is when you actually have a rock band that knows what they're doing, they have tons of fun putting it together and playing it, and they know exactly how to arrange a song, how to make it stick, how to really produce it. Like it's incredibly well produced, this thing. I think that this is among rock songs in Eurovision, this is towards the absolute top. In my opinion, I think this is really, really strong, very cohesive, very creative. Everything sounds polished and everything sounds fantastic, really. It's a great sound design. It's very digitally inspired, of course, which is kind of becoming more and more normal within the rock scene, to incorporate synths and incorporate digital percussion. They have a great combination of these things here, because you also have the general old kind of acoustic style of drumming, but you have these segments with the drum machines, and it's quite creatively put together as well, because it's not predictable. The percussion throughout the song is not predictable because it switches between the two approaches, and it also has an actual drummer playing it. So you know that this drummer has actually creatively put together how he wants the rhythms to stack up and where he wants to put the different hits. Because when you have a general producer just layer out or lay down the percussion pattern on a track, then it will most likely be quite static unless they actually have like the experience of actually drumming before. But this drummer here, you know, he knows what he's doing, and he's laid it out so that it's constantly refreshing. He has the passion for drumming, so therefore he makes sure that the drumming track is exactly like he wants it. That's a really good strength with rock bands, because you have each member has their own kind of passion. Except when you just have a normal producer, he doesn't have the specific passion for all of the different tracks. But when you have a rock band, you know, you have a guitarist, his passion is the guitar. You have a drummer, the passion is the drumming. You have a bass player, the passion is the bass, and the vocalist has the passion for the vocals. And you can kind of intertwine these, of course, it's different but depending on the bands. But that's such a strength to have, because that makes the whole thing feel more complete. But it's also very it's also very important to keep the balance so that you don't overdo it. Like, everyone wants to make their passion project on each track and it will all just clash and become too much. That is a danger, but I think that these guys are so comfortable with each other and they know exactly how to put together a complete track, that they know where to, make sacrifices is a hard word to use in this case, but they know when enough is enough. And I think I've just spoken about the drumming mainly because I think the drumming is such a cool part of this song, how it incorporates both digital and analog. But it goes for all of the instruments. They've made compromises in order to make the complete listening experience of this feel cohesive and feel polished and feel complete. And that's, I mean, it's a massive strength. I think that this is, as a full complete song, this is among the most impressive I've heard in years. And that's so nice for me to be able to say, because I truly feel like that. Vocally, I think this song, I should point out, this isn't really this is my genre to an extent, but you know, with growling and all of this, I usually am a little bit skeptical, but I think that the variation in this and the scarce use of different vocal approaches is what makes it feel so interesting and really engaging. It's a great combination of many different approaches, and I'm just living for that kind of combination, and how they've really it feels like when you listen to it, you can hear how much they've enjoyed putting this together, because they want to express the song in different styles and in different approaches. Vocally, you know, you have the guitar segments with different approaches throughout the song, the synth when it comes in, when it goes out, and what parts are the synths kind of when is the synth allowed to shine. It has its segments, and then you know that the synth has to be put in the back for the heavier parts. And it's always this constant movement of sounds, how they intertwine and work together. That is such a key element of this. I feel like I could just go on and on to just praise this, but that's really how I feel. I feel like this is the most complete song that I've heard so far in the selection, and that is because how I feel like this is a collective group of people who love what they're doing, and they absolutely love being able to showcase what they're good at, and they know their limits, and they know how to best play off each other. I think just really sitting down and taking in how all of the sounds go together, that's just the main thing I can recommend. I know that this probably isn't everyone's type of music, and that's completely fine, but I think that everyone has to kind of appreciate what they're trying to do here, because what they've done is that they've set out to do their thing, and they've done it completely to the fullest maximum potential, and I love it. I really do. I think this is among the strongest songs. This will probably be among my favorite songs this year. This is a very strong entry, I think, from Finland, and I really hope it goes well for them, because this needs to be acknowledged. That's really what I feel. So I've rambled on long enough. Now I want to read what everyone else has to say on Dark Side by Blind Channel. I think they found a new fan in me. Hopefully they found a few other new fans out there in you guys out there in the who will most like, or what's it call it, who I hope will leave some comments for me to read through on this one, because I'm really looking forward to reading what you have to say on this song. I hope there are some people who are as passionately engaged in this as I am. Do leave your opinions in the comments. I think we're heading to France next, which is always exciting. So I really hope to see you in that one. I hope, I hope you're all having a great time until then. So take care of yourselves. I hope to see you then. Bye.